Talking Luther College Wrestling with head coach Dave Mitchell. And coach, going back to last Wednesday night here at the Region Center, probably as fun of a night as a duel here at the Region Center as Luther Wrestling has had in quite some time. A big victory over a very good Wisconsin lacrosse team.
It was fun. Great, pretty good crowd that was here, and we finally got some of our injured guys in the lineup, and we got a taste of how good we could be when we get everybody rolling. And it was a very fun night, and I think highlighted maybe by Blake Letney's win at 165. He was fourth at the Luther Open. Blake looked very good there. Then had an injury and had been out, and came back and beat a kid that was ranked number 6 in the country in one ranking, number 2 in the country in another ranking, and really controlled that match from start to finish. So great to see him get going and get some of the other guys in our lineup.
And UNI Open this past weekend, you went down there. Jaden DeVille was probably the highlight for Luther down at the UNI Open, getting Iowa Conference Wrestler of the Week.
He's wrestling well. Going all the way back to last Wednesday with that duel at lacrosse. I was wrestling a kid that's on the Greco World Team, and kid's very good, and he's ranked nationally. And Jaden wrestled a very controlled, smart match, which is something Jaden's been working on hard on putting together 7 minutes like that, and he's getting better and better and better. And won a very tough bracket at the Augsburg Open earlier in the fall that had the NCAA Division II national runner-up in it, and he won it. And there's 3 other ranked kids in that bracket, Division III wise, and then followed it up at the UNI Open this weekend. And his match in the semifinals was a good match. He got behind early by a 2-time Division I national qualifier from Michigan State. In fact, that kid was 2-2 at the Division I national tournament last year. And Jaden got behind early, but then came back and battled in and really controlled the last 3 minutes of that match, at least, maybe the last 4 minutes. Got beat 13-10, but it was a good match. Came back from that and really dominated on the way back to third.
With finals this week, how do you approach that from a practice and training perspective?
Yeah, so we have 2 practices every day, one in the morning at 7 and one in the afternoon at 4. And guys choose which one they want to come to based on their final schedule and whatever works out best for them. And we get them in and out within an hour and a half. That includes weight training, conditioning, and wrestling. And we'll do that Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we'll pull everybody back together later in the evening, and then get a little workout in on Thursday morning before we get on the bus to Nashville.
And Gator Boots Duels coming up this weekend in Nashville. A fun event always. Talk about your approach to this weekend.
It's exciting. It's really exciting. Number one, it's a great location. Nashville proved to be very popular. We had 8 teams there last year. This year we have 12 teams that are coming down, and I actually had to turn teams away that wanted to come. And I think that's a lot to do with the Nashville event and McGavick High School hosting us, and Coach Paul Douglas there. We sure appreciate him having us down there and his program having us down there. And it's just really a great event for where we're at. From a wrestling standpoint, couldn't be better. We have 12 Division III teams. There are a number of us, I think 6 of them that are ranked nationally, and some other ones that are very good that certainly could be ranked nationally by the end of the year. A whole bunch of individuals that are ranked nationally. And so we're excited about that. And not only will we have 4 duels for our varsity team, but we'll also have a couple of duels for a second team and a couple of duels for a third team. And last year we had a real good success, and we won all those duels with our first, second, and third teams. And we'd sure like to, put ourselves in a position to have a lot of success again this year.
How do you handle, once you get back from Nashville, that time between that time and the start of J-term?
Yeah. So after we wrestle on Saturday, we'll have some fun down in Nashville on Sunday, do a little sightseeing, and then Monday get on the bus and head back home. And then we'll turn guys loose for about 8 or 9 days, and guys will train back at home, but get off the mat. It's a very important time for us in terms of evaluation and recovery, both mental recovery and physical recovery, and then evaluate where we're at individually and as a team, and then set some mid-season goals, because now you have a body of work you can base those goals on. So we all set goals before the season starts, but you don't really have a body of work to base those on. And so this is a very important time to kind of look at what can we get to at the end of the year, and then really start to build off of those strengths and attack those weaknesses when we get back in January. We will be taking 4 guys to the Midlands Championships. The 2 Van Anroys, Drew and Reed Van Anroy, and then Evan Obert and Jaden DeVilbus will be wrestling at Midlands, and that's I think it's December 29th and 30th. So those guys will come back. We'll go down there and compete, which will be a lot of fun. I love that tournament. It really gets me fired up always for the second half of the season, and the guys we take always pull a lot of important things from that. And so, so we'll do that, and then kind of get everybody back in here late December and get ready for the national duels.
All right. Most importantly, Merry Christmas to you, your family, everyone involved in Luther Wrestling, and we wish best of luck starting this weekend down at the Gator Boots Duels in Nashville.
Thanks, Darren, for that, and Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for all you do for our program, and thanks to all of our fans out there and all they've done here in the first half of the season.
Dave Mitchell talking Luther College Wrestling.